Hi everybody, my name is Yana Depsames and I am here with One with Prana. I am a regression therapist and I'm also a somatic and trauma release therapist. And today I'm making this video to talk to you about one of our most popular services, which is processing loss, grief, and the connection beyond. When we're talking about loss, it can be a loss of a lot of things. Sudden loss of a person, or just a loss of a person, even if it's not a sudden, a pet, or even something like a job you always wanted, or a future you dreamed of and never happened, or anything in your life that was significant that just vanished, stopped existing, even the idea of something that you wanted. And for a lot of people, it's a very traumatic event because you are so holding on to that specific person or idea or future that you've seen, and the body is having trouble, the mind is having trouble to process it. I want to specifically talking about right now grieving, losing somebody that you love. Sometimes you know it's coming, and even if you are preparing for it in any possible way, even if you are with those people or this pet or anything when they're moving on, it still doesn't mean that you are able to process the pain of it. The understanding of the loss is way too big for our body and our mind and our soul to process. And sometimes it happens in a surprise, like erupted out of nowhere, and you lose this person and you don't get a chance to say goodbye. And that's something that can haunt you for a very long time. It's very hard to move on. It's very hard to move forward because those thoughts of how this happened, I needed to be there. How I wasn't there with that person or with that pet or somebody that's dear to you when that happened, and life just stops. You're moving on, maybe you're doing what you need to do when you live in life the way you need to do, but something inside of you is stuck. It keeps haunting you constantly. The fact that you weren't there, or the fact that you were there but that person is no longer with you, it is just something that, like I said, just like a traumatic event. The body cannot process it all the way through, so it keeps looping in your mind, in your thoughts, in your actions constantly about how that guilt and that heaviness in your body and your mind, that how did this happen to me? How am I moving on? How is it even possible to move on? So one of the surfaces that we offer and how it helps is, first of all, help you process the grief, really understand it, and understanding the connection beyond. If you believe in reincarnation, you probably know that souls never die. The body maybe moves on, but the soul always exists. So one of the things that we are able to do is to create a space for you to meet with the soul of that loved one that passed, so you can have the chance to say last words or something that you never got a chance to say, or just create the connection between you energetically and on a soul level, so you can have that beautiful closure that is so necessary in situations like that. A lot of people also come when they don't understand connections that have been lost. Even if the person didn't pass away, even if you lost somebody you really love for years and you broke up and you can't get over the breakup, understanding the soul connection between you, why you brought together, why you didn't end up together, what was the lessons that you need to learn, what is the karmatic connection between you. A lot of times learning that and understanding that brings that peace that you finally need and the ability to let go. And it's okay. It doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore. It doesn't mean that you don't care about them. but carrying that constant grief and constant thought, that looping all the time, it's something that is completely stopping your life from moving forward. So it's something that you need to allow yourself to do. If you are in this situation, if you recently or did not recently, it doesn't matter, lost somebody, and you didn't get a chance to say your goodbyes, or you did get a chance but something is haunting you and doesn't allow you to move on, or if it's somebody that you love and they're still alive but you cannot process the end of the connection between you because you just can't understand what happened, or if it's something like future that you always wanted and it got away from you. If you're in that situation, this is a service that can really, really help you to move on. And not, again, it's not a selfish thing to move on. It's not something that makes you a horrible person. It's just something that will allow you to let go and move on with your life in a more wholesome and complete way. So if anything I said here resonates with you and you feel like it's something that you would like to explore further, we offer a 30-minute clarity call, which is completely, like I said, for free. You'll be able to talk to one of us to really hear you out, to understand what's going on with your life and how can we help you to really get to a point that you are not as heavy and not as like in a low place, that you can really come back up. It's not a sales call, there's no commitment. It's just talking to somebody that understands what you're going through, that is in that field and can really help you move forward, and will give you a clear path of what it is that you need to do and or suggest you, and you can decide from there if you want it or not. And if you want tools to help you out but you don't feel like you're in a place that you want to talk to somebody, we also have lots and lots of resources in onewithprana.com. This is our website, and you're more than welcome to get in there to read all our articles, download a bunch of free resources to really help you get to a place that you are ready to do what you need to do in order to move on. All the descriptions and all the links are below the video. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you some understanding of what options there are out there. And I will see you in the next video.